divorced, and I work nights, not because I enjoy the dark or because I'm particularly alert at night, but because it pays a little more and people generally leave you alone. For the past 3 months, I've been the night security guard for an old warehouse on the outskirts of Elridge, one of those forgotten places with a name you only recognize if you're from there. The job is simple: patrol the grounds every hour, check the cameras, sign a few logs, and stay awake. Most nights, the only sound is the buzzing of fluorescent lights or the soft scuttle of mice in the corners. It's a lonely sort of silence, the kind you settle into like a bath that's gone lukewarm. On my first night, the manager handed me the keys and said, with a half smile, "You'll be fine. Just don't talk to the guy who worked here before you." I thought it was a joke. The first sign. A week into the job, I noticed something odd. One of the motion sensor lights, mounted on the back wall of the storage building, would flick on every night at exactly 2:11 a.m. Not 2:10, not 2:12, always 2:11. I checked the area. Nothing. No branches swaying, no rodents, nothing that should have triggered it. I asked the day guard, Benny, if he'd seen it before. He hesitated. I try not to look back there. The next night, I stood in front of the monitor at 2:10. When the light blinked on, the screen showed a man standing just at the edge of the light, near the tree line. But his features weren't clear, just a uniform, like mine. He didn't move, he just stood there. By the time I got outside, the area was empty. I chalked it up to shadows and fatigue. You see things when your body wants sleep and your mind refuses it. Title: I met the girl in the elevator who knew my name. My name is Erin. I used to live in a 30-floor apartment complex just off 8th and Maynard in Seattle. Back then, I worked night shifts, tech support for overseas clients, so I'd often come home around 3 a.m., when the whole city was blanketed in wet, blinking silence. There's something about tall buildings at night. They hum, not loud, but it's there. A vibration under the soles of your feet, like the place is still breathing while everyone inside it sleeps. The first ride. It was a rainy Tuesday morning when it happened. I got home at 3:08 a.m. My clothes were damp, my eyes raw from too much screen time. I stepped into the apartment lobby and pressed the elevator button. The display above flickered once. Then the doors slid open. She was already inside. A girl, maybe early 20s, long black hair, red jacket, not soaked like I was, not shivering either, just standing there, still. I stepped in slowly, hit the button for the 24th floor. She didn't press anything. I nodded politely. She smiled at me. Too long. Too steady. Then she said, "Hi Erin." I froze. My name isn't printed anywhere on me. I'd never seen her before. "Sorry. Do I know you?" She just tilted her head, still smiling. "You will." And the elevator jolted. The lights dimmed, just for a second. When they came back on, she was gone. Static floors. After that night, the elevator started acting up. It would stop on random floors no one requested. The doors would open into pitch black hallways. Once, I swear, I saw someone standing at the far end of floor 13, but the building didn't even have a 13th floor. Another time, the elevator took me all the way to the basement. I never pressed B. The doors opened to nothing. just concrete and a faint noise, like a cassette rewinding. I told the building manager. He said the elevator hadn't been serviced in months. No malfunctions, no other complaints. 3:08 a.m. Every ride after 3:08 a.m. felt off. That exact time, if I stepped in before 3:08, everything was normal. But after, cold air, flickering lights, long pauses between floors, and sometimes, the faint scent of lavender and mold. I began dreading the ride home. I took the stairs sometimes, but my knees hated me for it. Then one night, I stayed late, real late. Got home at 3:19 a.m. I should have taken the stairs. The second ride. I stepped into the elevator. It was empty. I hit 24. The doors slid shut. At floor 9, the elevator stopped. The girl walked in. Same red jacket. Same expression. Her eyes never left mine. This time, she pressed a button I'd never seen before. It was beneath the others, black, unlit, with no number. The elevator began to descend. Where are we going? I asked. She said, you already know. The floor counter turned blank. Then the elevator stopped. The doors opened, and I swear, I saw my own apartment hallway. But something was wrong. The lights were too bright, the air too still, no noise, not even the buzz from the light fixture above my door. She stepped out. Come on, she said. I didn't move. Her smile faded. I don't want to go alone again. My hands trembled. Again? She turned. You don't remember? I slammed the closed door button. The elevator rose. Messages. For the next week, my apartment phone would ring at 3:08 a.m. exactly. No number, no message, just static. Then a faint whisper, 24. I unplugged the phone. I stopped using the elevator. I even thought about moving, but curiosity is a cruel addiction. The descent. One last night, I told myself, just tried it one more time. Get answers. I entered the elevator at 3:08 a.m. She was waiting. No smile this time. She handed me something, a lanyard. Mine. The one I lost weeks ago. You dropped this, she said. Then she pressed the black button again, and this time, I didn't stop her. The elevator descended longer than it should have. No floor numbers, just a hum, like a heart beating inside concrete. Then darkness. The doors opened, and what I saw was me standing inside my own apartment, staring at the door. But it wasn't me now. It was me from that trainee Tuesday, the night I came home at 3:08. The first night. The girl stepped out and whispered, this is where it loops. Then everything blinked out. Now I still live here. I still take the elevator. But every night, I ride with her. She never smiles anymore. And neither do I. If you ever find yourself in an elevator after 3:08 a.m., and a girl in a red jacket walks in, don't speak, don't press anything, and whatever you do, don't follow her out. The No Shadow Man. 2 nights later, the light came on again. This time, I ran, fast, out the door. Around the corner, he was still there. A man, maybe mid-50s, pale skin, thin lips, wearing the same navy blue jacket I had, with security embroidered on the back. But here's the part I still can't explain. He had no shadow. The light was directly above him. I looked 3 times. The bushes cast shadows. The building, my boots, the gravel, everything cast shadows. He didn't. He turned to look at me. His eyes were dull, glassy, like fogged over mirrors. "You're early," he said. My mouth went dry. "Who are you?" He smiled faintly. "I'm the one before you." Then he walked back toward the woods and vanished. The logbook. I checked the security logs, flipping through old paper records in a dusty metal cabinet. There was a guard assigned to this shift before me. Name, D. Marshall. Assigned, 1984. But there was no record of his resignation. No note. No termination form. No follow-up. I showed it to my manager the next morning. He looked uncomfortable. We had a lot of turnover back then. People left without notice. "Was there a man named Marshall?" He nodded, slowly. "Yeah, he disappeared during a storm. Never found him. The cameras caught static all night. The next morning, his shift log was filled out to 4 a.m. but nobody saw him again." I didn't sleep that day. The encounter. The following night, I prepared, brought my phone, my flashlight, and a small voice recorder. At 2:11 a.m., the light clicked on. He stood there. I walked to him, slow. Every step felt like trudging through molasses. "You're not supposed to be here," I said. He looked at me, almost sadly. "Neither are you." I raised the recorder. "What happened to you?" He took a long breath. "I forgot who I was. I walked these halls for so many nights. I became part of them. The light stopped recognizing me. Even my shadow left me." "Your shadow?" He nodded. "It got tired of standing behind someone who never left, so it walked away. I've been trying to follow it ever since." I blinked, and he was gone. The maze. That night, the building changed. Corridors didn't lead to the same places. My watch slowed. The cameras flickered. I turned a corner and saw myself on the other end, but I wasn't holding the flashlight. I ran. Doors led to dead ends. The stairwell kept going down further than it should have. My voice recorder replayed his words even though I turned it off. Finally, I reached the main door. It wouldn't open. He was behind me again. "You see?" he whispered. "This place keeps what belongs to it. I'm not like you." He tilted his head. "Aren't you? You come here every night. You live in silence. You don't speak to anyone. That's how it starts." He reached toward me. The morning I woke up at the guard station desk, head down, everything untouched, except when I walked out into the morning sun. Something was wrong. I looked down. No shadow. The confession I haven't told anyone until now. Maybe this is how it happens. Maybe someone has to tell the story before it takes root in someone else. Maybe by saying this, I give it shape. If you ever find yourself alone at 2:11 a.m., and a light turns on for no reason, don't follow it. Some of us never come back, and those who do, don't cast shadows anymore.